Driving a 9-metre American RV through France isn't exactly simple. The downsides of being in a large vehicle. Okay, we had a bit of a disaster. In this week's video, we travel further south towards Spain and share the total cost of the toll roads. So that was our second time paying the tolls. We stumble upon the best British-owned campsite in France.
This is a recipe for disaster. Stay tuned for part 2.
And maybe, just maybe, fix everything that's been going wrong.
Moment of truth.
Welcome back to No Freedom. If you're new here, we're Michael and Fern. Last year, we ditched the 9-to-5s, sold our house and most of our belongings, and we now travel full-time in our American RV with our 2 dogs, Max and Jet. We have chosen to share our journey to hopefully inspire others to create a life that they truly love. So if you're ready for more freedom, or if you just want to come along with us for the ride, then make sure that you hit that subscribe button. We've driven about 20 minutes down to a campsite that Michael found on Park for Night called Twin Lakes, and we've decided to come here because Michael saw on the reviews that it was a British owned campsite, so we thought, right, if there's going to be anywhere to get the RV fixed, then it's going to be here, because at least we can speak to people in English and hopefully get the parts fixed. Good evening.
So we found this restaurant in Montpondre. I hope that's how you say it.
Yeah, it's just a local town that's like,
yeah, where we are.
Not far.
But the guy that owns the restaurant was like a Michelin star chef, and he just kind of moved here and opened a little place, and it's on the Michelin guide, so looks insane, looks so good, so many good reviews. It's in like a wine bar kind of thing, and it's 5 courses for €50 or something, which is just mad. So that's where we're heading. I'm buzzing for it. It's going to be class.
You know us, we do love our food,
Proper
so
French meal.
we're excited.
We added some security cameras for the van, and it's the best thing ever, because, well, best and worst, because when we're out, I just love watching what the dogs get up to and seeing what they're doing and checking in on them. I don't know why we haven't had that since the start, to be fair, because it's such peace of mind when we do go out and have to leave them. Then it means that we've got, as I say, peace of mind and motion detection and stuff, so yeah,
But yeah, the first day whenever Michael installed it, he literally was just checking his phone like every 2 minutes. We're just going to cycle in. We're just taking the dogs out a quick little walk before we go, so that they're all fine to chill in the RV, and then we'll cycle into the town. Okay, we had a bit of a disaster. We went to that restaurant and we were all buzzing, got there, it looked a bit dead, and we were thinking, well, it is a Wednesday night, so maybe there's just not that many people there. But they were holding like a private dining function tonight, so they said they've got a table for 2 tomorrow night at 7, so we've booked that, so it's fine. We still do get to try it before we leave.
That kebab was nice to be done.
Yeah, yeah, we had to end up going for a kebab instead, which was not on the same level as what we were expecting to eat tonight, but we'll go again tomorrow. That's us made it back to the RV. The boys are of course buzzing to see us, and we'll leave it there.
Oh, he's just farted, it stinks.
Michael.
Yes man, it reeks.
Good night, guys. Oh my gosh, if I look like I've just literally got dragged out of bed and shoved clothes on, then it's because I have. Michael got up quite early this morning and cycled into the town because he's got a few meetings later on this afternoon, and he wanted to go get his hair cut, and we needed to get a few bits from the shop, and I just couldn't be bothered to go with him. I was just gonna stay here and tidy up the RV and just get on with bits and bobs that I need to do, get a shower, chill out. But he called me once he got in there and said that there's a market on in the town today, so it's a Thursday today, and must be every single Thursday in Montpondre that they have their local market. So he said like the full town's shut off, there's all stalls and everything, so he was like, you should cycle, get up and shove clothes on and come in. And he was like, also I forgot to bring bags, so he was supposed to take a backpack and go to the shops and bring a few bits back that we needed, and he forgot to even take his bag, so I pretty much need to go in now to help him to carry the stuff back, but it's also a good chance to show you guys like the market and yeah, take yous in, so let's go. that's us all back from the market now. It was actually so cool to see that on a Thursday morning, and just, that's the one thing about travelling around, is I feel like because we haven't stayed in one place for that long when, well, near a small town previously, we didn't really get into the routine of finding out when the market days were and going to them, whereas like obviously if you live near the town you would know that the market day's on a Thursday and then you'd plan around that. So it's quite nice staying in one place for a wee bit longer and then getting to know things and getting into the swing of stuff. But I thought I would just show you what we got. We only got a couple things. So we'd ran out of honey, and there was this stall that looked like it had some amazing honey. I don't ever really know what sort of type of honey is my preferred, so we just picked a random one that looked, it was kind of like the mid-coloured one, because there was lighter, clearer ones and then darker ones, so we just went down the middle as a safe resort. And then we got 6 eggs as well, which we're probably going to have this afternoon. Some scrambled egg, but oh my gosh, they look so good compared to normal eggs. Look at the size of some of these. They're massive. Wow. Oh, that one's smashed. No! It's fine, we're going to eat it soon anyway. Maybe just got smashed in my bag, but wow, they look good. Those were the only 2 things that we got at the market, and then we went to Intermarché just to get some waters and stuff. And one of you lovely subscribers, I think it was a lady called Victoria, had commented on our latest video that we did when I mentioned about how we weren't sure we were going to get raw dog food in France and Spain, and said that there was some raw dog food in the frozen section in the Intermarché that had a dog on it. So I hadn't seen it previously, but we managed to find it, which is actually really good. And then looking at the back of the packet, I think it is actually chicken, because Michael did a translation earlier. I thought it was going to be beef, but it's actually 97% chicken carcasses. So sometimes chicken can be a bit of a one that throws up, like Jet, if he has like allergies or stuff. We're not sure if he's good with chicken, and sometimes he is, so we'll give it a try and see how we get on with it. But it does actually say weirdly on the back like that you can cook it. I mean, obviously you can cook it, but I thought it would maybe just be like a feed from raw thing, but it was like saying to put the frozen things in the pan and cook them. But we'll try both and see how they get on with them. But that was really cheap as well. It was only like €3 for 1 kilogram, like 10 little patty things. So much cheaper than actually buying dog food in the tins, or like back home it's like about £3-4 for one of the 500-gram packs of dog food. And obviously those do have vegetables and stuff mixed in, whereas that's just straight meat. So you have to add your own like vegetables and make sure they're having a balanced diet. But it's pretty good option if you're looking for raw food in France, I would say. Affordable, and obviously there's loads of Intermarchés everywhere, so yeah, pretty good. I had a feeling that was going to be a double yoker. I think the other big one might be as well. We chilled out and did some work for the rest of the afternoon before heading back into the town to finally get to try this amazing restaurant. And oh my goodness, it was definitely worth the wait. We both opted to go for the seasonal tasting menu. The first course we had was this unreal duck patty, probably the nicest patty that I've had in my life. Then moving on to the second course, we had snails, and I feel like if there's anywhere to try snails for the first time, it was here, because these were actually delicious. I honestly just thought this was a French stereotype before coming here. For the main meal, we had guinea fowl, which was also something we had both never tried before. They then brought over this gorgeous selection of cheeses to the table that you could pick from. This was not really my thing, but Michael absolutely loved it. And finally, for dessert, I had chocolate fondant and Michael had stewed pears, and both were absolutely amazing. The owner of the restaurant then very kindly gave us a complimentary glass of cognac, and it was interesting to say the least.
Fern is not a massive fan of the cognac. But the guys gave us it for free, man, so we have to get it down the hatch. She's washing it down with white wine. This is a recipe for disaster. So stay tuned for part 2. I just want to remind people that we still have to say go home, which is just not looking good for Fern.
Good morning guys, we're actually getting packed up to leave this site today. We've been here for a week in total now, and I've realised that I've not even really given you like an overview of the campsite. So I thought I'd just quickly do that now before we pack up and leave. As the name Twin Lakes suggests, there are 2 lakes on the campsite which are actually fishing lakes. We haven't actually fished the entire time we've been here, which is a shame because Michael does have fishing stuff in the garage and we did get it out at one point with the intention of fishing, but we've just been so busy with work stuff and getting things fixed on the van that we just didn't really have time, and we just were doing other stuff and we were cycling quite a lot and just enjoying the time that we had here. And we did actually speak to a few people that had been fishing and they hadn't caught any fish, so I don't think we were actually missing out on too much. There's actually a restaurant and a small little shop on site. They have like a limited menu, but it's like British kind of food, so they've got fish and chips, burgers, your typical kind of pub, Englishy pub type food, but it's actually really nice. On the first night that we were here, I had fish and chips and Michael had a burger, and that was delightful. And we were actually sitting right next to 2 of our subscribers that we met when we first arrived, Alistair and Christine, so that was really nice as well to just chat away to some people. And there was loads of British people. Like, I think with this being a British owned site, like the couple who own it are British but they moved here like years and years ago, then it does actually attract quite a lot of British people to the site, which kind of makes you forget that you're in France at some points, which is kind of funny. They've got a few toilets and showers. I think there's about 3 showers in total and then a little toilet block, but the owners actually just went on holiday at the moment, so there's just one available, but all the toilets and showers are really nice and clean. And a big plus is that they're actually showers that you can change the temperature on. There's no push button. You can have as long of a shower as you like, which is a big plus in my book, because I like to have the shower nice and hot, and then at the end I'll always turn it to cold. So the showers, when it's just a push button, it's just so annoying because it's just one set temperature and you can't have a cold shower at the end. So need to get those good endorphins flowing for the day with the cold shower. If you don't do a cold shower in the morning, then try it for a week and you'll feel so much better. It's honestly so good. The days when I don't have a cold shower, I really do notice the difference. There's also 3 little goats on site, which is so cute. There's like a mum and then 2 babies, I think, and they were supposed to just stay on the little middle island, but they broke out and now they just roam about, but they're so friendly. And Michael realised that if you pick the leaves off the trees and like feed them to them, because they've like got all the ones at the bottom and they can't reach the top leaves now, so they just stand and you can actually like feed them the leaves, which is really cute. And then as well as the campsite pitches, they do also have some like static caravans on site, and I believe there's a few people who live there full time, and then the others are like holiday rental kind of ones. A lot of them are British people as well, so it means at the bar and the restaurant in the evening there's a lot of British people there, so it's just quite nice to socialise, and yeah, it's lovely.
So basically Rob helped us out major. Well, me being an idiot, so when I fitted the water heater there was a washer that I missed on the gas side, which I didn't think it had to go in because I thought it was brass to brass. Turns out it did, so put that wee washer in, then we sprayed it again. Turns out it was leaking for quite a few places, so we just adjusted, and then finally we got it to the point where it wasn't leaking, it was tight and all good. So done the spray bottle thing, no leaks, no smell of gas, perfect. So thanks to Rob for helping us out in that one. And for the starter motor, we got also really lucky. The guy next to us was a commercial vehicle mechanic. Brilliant. He had a look. We thought it was maybe something to do with the brake switch, but then realised that it wasn't. So I had a look underneath, and I remember thinking about the inverter, not the inverter, sorry, the immobiliser. So it turns out it was a loose connection at the back of the immobiliser that was interfering with the connection from the fob to the immobiliser. So finally got the connection fixed, and aye, it starts every time now, first time, so perfect. It's we're all sorted. We just got it all fixed at that one campsite, which is perfect. Seen a few people commenting saying, can't believe you've left the UK with a van problem, but it's like France and Spain are just as, like, it's just the same as the UK when it comes to getting things fixed or looked at. There's professionals, there's garages, you've got translate on your phone. It's not like the end of the world, and you've also got breakdown in Europe as well, so it's the same, it's the exact same as in the UK, if anything cheaper when you're getting work done, but we didn't need to get any work done fortunately because we fixed it, so aye, happy days.
We've just decided to top up the water a little bit before we leave, so maybe we've got about half a tank, just because we've noticed quite a lot of the French kind of airs. Well, first of all, we don't know where we're going tonight, so if we do stop at an air, a lot of them just have a kind of push button tap thing, like it doesn't have the thread or like the quick connect like what we mostly use in the UK, so I can't remember if we've got the correct adapter for it. Should probably look just now, but we're just going to top up a little bit of water anyway, so we've got it. We also thought that we weren't going to be able to empty the black tank here because the normal bit for the cassette toilets is like further away from the road, but one of the guys that's parked up in the fifth wheel told us that there's a little bit here that we can use that goes to the sewage, so that's really helpful. That's ideal, isn't it? Right, we've just driven for about half an hour, but Michael's got a meeting, so we're going to stop in at services and just get the one bedroom slide out and put the Starlink up just so that he can have that meeting. We'll chill out for a wee bit and then we'll continue driving. I think there's height limiters on certain bits again. Do we need anything here?
We do talk about LPG, they've got it, but it's fucking, I know, but it's stupid height limiter, yeah.
Whilst Michael's doing that meeting, I am getting on with doing some editing of the vlog that is going to go up on Sunday because it's currently Friday, and last week's vlog was where we left you on the cliffhanger of if our van was going to start or not. So sorry about the cliffhanger, but sometimes we've got to keep you guys in suspense, keep you coming back for more. So yeah, need to finish that off because today's Friday, so I'm hoping to get it all finished today so I can get it scheduled for Sunday morning. Before we left the UK, I got a new MacBook, which has been amazing because my old one could not cope with editing, so I would always have to use the computer that's through in the bedroom. So it meant if Michael was on the computer for meetings or anything else, then I can use it to edit, whereas now I can like edit anywhere, and I've been sitting outside editing and chilling in the sun, and it's just been so nice. So it's really, really good having a laptop that's capable of editing, and it was required for the YouTube. And now I don't have an excuse of being late with the videos because I've got my own laptop and I can do it on here, so you guys can hold me accountable if I'm ever not uploading on a Sunday. Okay, it's 6:56 now and we're getting pretty tired of driving, so we found a little air that's just off of the services motorway, and it's not got like food or anything like that, so it doesn't look like it would be too busy. It looks like a quieter one, so we're gonna go check that out and hopefully just park up there for the night, and then tomorrow morning early we'll just like start heading down again and try get a bit further south. We're sort of heading towards Toulouse right now and then down towards Barcelona. That's our rough plan.
I feel like we should just go the truck route.
No. Oh, look at all this like little picnic benches and sunbeds. Wow. Look at that for a view. I don't think you guys will really be able to see me very well, but it's actually pretty ideal. Just a little stopover for the night. Got a little park there. Down at the main bit there's like toilets, and then there's like picnic benches and loads of grassy bit for the dogs to run about, so it's actually ideal. He's the king of the castle. And you're the dirty rascal. But Jet's right there. Uh-huh. Oh fucking hell! Good morning. We actually had a really good sleep last night. Well, we didn't actually get to sleep till after 12 at night, but that was our own fault because we were watching TV and weren't tired at all. But nobody parked up next to us. We had this full bit to ourselves. I think someone drove past at like 11:30 or something, but nobody actually parked, so it was ideal. And then waking up to lovely sunshine and views this morning, so it's really nice. And actually this morning was the first time using our shower in the van again since changing over from the tank heater to the tankless water heater. So far so good. I think it was actually better in my opinion, because when we used to have the tanked one, we would have to put the hot water tap on a little bit and then the cold water tap on a bit to try and like mix to the correct temperature. Whereas with the tankless one, you can actually set the temperature on a little keypad. So we found about 44, 45 degrees set on the water heater was coming out like a good temperature through the shower, because it's quite like a fine shower spray that we've got. So it was great because you could just only have the hot tap on and it was like the perfect temperature for you, and then if you want cold water at the end you can just turn that off and turn on the cold water. So far so good. The only thing with the tankless is that when we're running the tap in the kitchen for like dishes, I feel like a bit more cold water is being wasted before the hot water comes through, but it's not too bad. I guess it depends whether you want to save gas or save water. So if you were off grid quite a lot and you didn't have as much water, it wouldn't be that good. But what I've been doing is getting like a 1 litre bottle and putting that under the tap whilst it's running cold, and then I use that to like flush the toilets and stuff rather than using the tank again for the toilets. But yeah, so far so good, and the plan is now just to get the sides in and go to a little services, empty our grey water, because I don't think there's a grey water disposal here, and then go and get some food for breakfast and head to Toulouse, I think, is our next stop. Okay, we've just stopped at the services quickly to grab some food and a little coffee. Oh, see those things look so good. Nah, or something. We keep seeing these little things and we've not tried it yet. I think it's called, what was it? Quincaillerie de Bordeaux.
Yeah.
So we got one to try. I got my first fresh orange of the trip. All the fresh orange machines have been off since we've been here, so finally got a good one. And Michael's got a coffee and we got a couple of pain au chocolats, but I think they call them chocolatines here. But I don't know if they're any different. Are they?
Oh, you got
Taste test of this thing. Oh.
Why are you not biting the bit?
It was weird, it's consistency.
You just left all your slabbers.
No, it's weird, I can't bite it.
Whoa, what the hell?
That's not what I was expecting.
Whoa.
It's really like chewy. Wait.
Alex, sit.
I couldn't bite into it because I was a bit confused.
Whoa.
What's the flavour of Battenberg cake though? the outside marzipan. It is. So I did actually just Google it there, and a pain au chocolat and a chocolatine are similar, but the main difference is actually the pastry. So I didn't realise until we came to this services that it was actually a different thing. And yeah, it's basically the chocolatine's like a much more buttery, flavourful pastry, but it feels a lot more dense, doesn't it? It's not like
thicker.
It's not like as many air pockets inside, and it's like not as flaky.
Yeah, flaky, that's the word.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I don't know what I prefer. I prefer the flavour of the chocolatine pastry, but I prefer the texture of the pain au chocolat, I think. Because pain au chocolat feels a bit less heavy.
Yeah, yeah, these are like more eaten.
Yeah. Now you know.
Cash.
Where did we join this one? Do you remember?
Hey, what are we looking for? Class C?
Class 3.
Class 3.
Alright. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what we need to pay. The downsides of being in a large vehicle when you literally have to hang out the window. So that was our second time paying the tolls on this journey so far, and it's just as we're entering Toulouse kind of area, like we're just outside of Toulouse city. So
44 quid.
that was €51, and the first toll that we paid was €56. So in total we're about €100. So I don't know what that works out to. What, like £80 or something? Not too bad actually so far. I remember last time most of the tolls that we were coming to were like I thought they were like €70, or am I making that up?
I think it was just one.
Some of them were definitely like 50 odd, and then some of them were 70. So maybe we just came off the first one earlier, so that's why it didn't get up to 70. I don't know. We'll keep you updated if there's any more, but so far €106 I think to get down to Toulouse. Not too bad. That's all for this week's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end, and as always, if you've enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave us a like, comment down below and subscribe if you're not already. YouTube does also have a new feature, which is the hype button, so if you fancy giving us a little hype, then we would highly appreciate it. See you next week!